Hello and welcome to the greenhouse construction video. This is part 8, and today we're going to show you how we are protecting this greenhouse from the snow collapsing it. Now, in our 40 years of operating greenhouses, we've only collapsed 2, and both greenhouses from too much snow on the roof. And both greenhouses had 4-foot apart bows, but we didn't have any support poles in them. So in this case, it's better to be safe than sorry. So now all of our greenhouses have support poles in them year-round. So here's how we make and install the support poles for our greenhouses. All right, so the first thing we do is we measure from the ground to the purlin. This one happens to be 10 feet. And then we get 2 2x4s, and we cut them off at the right length. And if you look clear up at the top, there is a notch in the one that's going sideways here. And that's so that it can fit around the purlin and not slip off. We've had them in the past where they're just flush up there and sometimes they fall to the ground. And then the second 2x4 is this one. It's like on edge, is perpendicular to the other one. This one is screwed to it. And the reason that we're putting 2 in here is so that we can hold more snow load. So this is just strengthening the back one. Now this building is 48 feet long, and we have the 2 end walls to support, and then we have 2 support poles in the center. So if your building is longer than that, you need to put in more support poles. Now down here at the bottom, right now, this one is just sitting on the gravel and it's very tight. I can't move it. But over time, this board will tend to rot out. So what you want to do is start slipping bricks underneath here. You can have like flat pavers or whatever, just to make up for the wood shrinking or rotting or whatever it's going to do. So you do have to maintain this bottom piece a little bit over the decades. All right, so one last feature about the support poles is there is a notch in the top, but we could take this pole and we could move it up or down the purlin depending on where our garden beds are or our needs for where this pole is situated. So you got a little bit of flexibility here if you need to move it a couple feet one way or the other. So this is the last video of the greenhouse construction series. You know, we have this beautiful building now, and now it's time to decide what to grow in it. So I will grow organic food in this greenhouse 365 days of the year to feed my family and to sell some in my CSA. Now, winter greenhouse food growing is the next series, and here's the difference that a single layer of plastic can do for your winter greenhouse gardening. All right, so in the greenhouse with our 1 layer of plastic, we are inside, and as you can see, no frost. I can dig all the way through this bed. We have no frost in this garden. Now let me take you outside 8 feet just on the other side of the building. All right, here we are outside just about 8 feet away from that bed that I just had my hand in. And as you can see, this is a spinach bed. We're covered in snow. The ground is solid. There is no more gardening happening out here. But inside, we are ready to go. I'm super excited to get this series going for you so that you can learn how to grow some really tasty food in the winter and in the early spring.